everyone! Wave! Welcome back to Dragonstone, episode 11. 11? 11. I made it to 11 of season 3. I know! This is what happens when you do weekly things. It goes by very, very quickly. Anyway, welcome back, everyone. As you can see, Nick is not with us today. He is sleeping on my couch. He stayed up all night to make sure he could bring our foster cat to the vet this morning, and didn't miss it. So because he was awake doing that and going all the way into the city for me this morning, he gets to sleep. Otherwise, the rest of us are here and ready to roll some dice and see what the heck is going on in this island that you're still on. And with that, we're going to go around the table. Everyone gets to introduce themselves and their characters and answer the one awkward question of... Ooh, what is the awkward question that I get to force you all to answer today? The awkward question will be... If... You know what? I'm going to steal this from Friday. If your character was the star of what's called an ikigai, or an anime to where you're blasted into another world, what other world would you want your character to be blasted into and become the main character for? Thank you. I got a sub from Conray. Thank you so much, Conray. Let us know where that reward will go to. And then we start around the table and start with Blood Cree and Rava.
This is, hi, I'm Blood Cree. I play Rava, and she's the ranger of the group, Ranger Rogue. I'm gonna be unoriginal and say Overlord, because I really like the setting, and even though it is kind of like on the surface a generic fantasy setting, it has a lot of nuance in its rules. If you read the actual, like, some of the side stuff written about the world and how the different characters and their classes and stuff work, and it's all very interesting and in depth, and like I'm pretty sure the writer wrote it because he was playing D&D or something, because it's feels like something that someone like that. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not quite awake yet.
It's alright. You're fine.
Hi, I am Mitchell, also known as Penny Fertel on all social medias. I am continuing to play Fleece, your lovable Oath of Redemption Paladin, and if it was an anime he would hop into, it would be Magic Madoko Girl.
Oh my
god! Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, he would be all happy and go lucky, and then he'd be like, wait, what?
And then he actually realized that QB's the worst?
Exactly.
So
yeah.
But I can also see Fleece as a magical girl, so.
Oh yeah, definitely. If there was a magical girl class, he would be it. But yeah, that's it for me.
So,
go ahead.
Hey, I'm Lilith. I'm going to be playing Kyrie Darksbane, the chaotic elf who is excited to be taking back the role of soul wizard soon enough. Tired of sharing that seat. If she were blasted into another world, now the only two animes that I've really gotten into have been Dragon Ball Z and Neon Genesis Evangelion. And I don't think Kyrie would have a really good time in either of those. So I'm going to say that she's going to get isekai'd into My Cat from Hell with Jackson Galaxy. And she would be his little assistant who would help him with all of his cat...
his cat mojo.
Cat mojo and all of that kind of thing. She's like his roadie. She carries around the guitar case with all of the cat toys in it.
Oh, I'm here for it. I've been watching so many My Cat from Hell clips lately.
It's a very excellent show.
It is. It really is. All right. And last but not least, Malik.
Yep, I'm John. I'll be playing Malik Vaughn, the half drow, half orc wizard. Which, yes, this will be my last week with the crew because I got a new job.
I actually am sad about that.
I am too.
If Malik were to get isekai'd into another world, it would be Gantz because he could use a break.
I didn't realize you were a Gantz fan. Have you seen my Twitter? Like,
no, I haven't.
Okay, I don't know if I talked about it on Twitter. I thought about it, but I'm just thinking to myself, how can I make Gantz into a TTRPG because it needs to happen? Like,
I take a lot of my personal inspiration from Gantz. So
cool. I'm gonna show you my award-winning Gantz AMV later. To 30 Seconds to Mars. Anyways. So, it's like 12 years old. Anyway, yeah, and hi everyone, I'm Val. I am your dungeon master, and if I could personally get isekai'd into any world, myself, my very personal self, definitely not Madoka, I would get isekai'd. I'd like to fall down a well and meet these canine demons that exist there and rub their ears and shoot a really cool magical bow. And oh wait, it's almost
You're talking
like
about Paw Patrol, right?
yes, and go in looking for all of these shards of this magic stone that's broken. Wait a second, this sounds familiar. So hi everyone, this show is inspired by Inuyasha, just a little bit. Anyway, so
I haven't run around screaming Kagome for 30 minutes though.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Inuyasha, Kagome. Sorry.
That's Ajax's job.
Listen, I was in high school when Inuyasha came out on Adult Swim. Like, it was my thing. Like, it's absolute garbage. I realize this, but I love trash. So
it's not garbage. It's
garbage.
Quality. Garbage.
Quality. It's not a dumpster. It's the recycle bin.
Yes, exactly.
Cool. All right, where everyone's rinsed out their containers. Anyway,
it's a recycle bin.
It's a recycle bin. Anyway, Yep, and styrofoam. That's the worst.
Okay.
So
I unironically really enjoy Moroku as a character. So
yes, so do I.
Rest in peace to his voice actor. This is a viewer-affected game, so if you want us to get isekai'd, you can actually kind of make that happen here. Actually, you can make that happen. In fact, they actually might get isekai'd at some point in this season. We haven't decided yet. Depends on what they do.
Okay.
You can affect this game with your bits, subs, and donations. Every 100 biddies goes to a reroll that you can see here. If you just give me like 100, I'll just make a reroll pool that everyone can use. Which is what I started to do with some other ones because they got really biddy rich. Excuse me, I burped up my coffee. If you subscribe or give subs to the channel, you can give nat 1s or nat 20s to anyone that you see here. Thank you for that nat 20, Conrad. Appreciate you. And if you donate money, it's a sliding scale of money donations. You can make stuff happen. It does not cost a lot of money for this group to get isekai'd. I will just say, like, $15, I will isekai this group. Like, kind of thing. But
donate $15 after I leave.
Which for like maybe $30 you get to pick.
Donate $30 after I leave.
And so with that, let's go ahead and get started. What does the group remember from last time? Go ahead and recap us, fam.
So Kyrie was going to do a perfectly good crime. Well, there was a lot of things. We were trying to get off of this island, and I was maybe gonna steal a boat. It probably should have just stolen the boat, but the person whose boat it was, turns out I knew them, a few other people knew them, and they were like, hey, if you go do a really cool crime and steal some gems from these fuckers over on the other side of the island, then we'll let you have a boat. And then we went over there and we found out who had the boat, and it wasn't weird or tense at all.
It was not strange.
No, not at all. If anybody wants to,
Yeah, it was Java's dad. He's kind of a skeleton now. It's really awkward, but at least Andy's there to break the tension.
Yes.
Andy's this. He's also rekindled, and he's a minotaur, and he's amazing.
He had a huge.
He's the NPC the party decided they absolutely adored last season.
And this is before Andy got into mince manufacturing.
They met Andy. He was essentially he was an undead that had gotten resurrected, and he was rotting and disgusting and awful, but he ended up again becoming a favorite. And if I remember correctly, Chrissy, you donated money for Andy to have a good end, and so instead of him dying in the arena, he was blessed by the Raven Queen and instead became rekindled. Which is the skeleton race that you can actually find in my Discord if you at my friend Jamie, because he invented that. So, with that, I believe we're going to cut or start with not y'all who are at the farm with Maurice and Andy, but with Fleece.
Who we rudely left behind.
Who you rudely left behind.
Because don't make friends, and y'all went and made friends.
I thought we were gonna do a cool crime.
We didn't make friends. We found friends.
Love was shared.
I'm sorry.
This is how. This is the first steps from the cute and cuddly Fleece to the blackguard Fleece. Just chipping away.
This is how Fleece becomes the anti-paladin.
This is how Fleece breaks his oath.
Oathbreaker Fleece.
Oathbreaker Fleece. Fleece, you just sinned because y'all were psychically linked. You heard all of this, that, it happens to be, it's not that they're making friends, it's just that these are already friends. What do you want to do? You're at the treehouse.
Fleece is very displeased. Very, very displeased. He's just gonna run. Okay,
cool. You have no idea what direction you're going in, but you're running.
There's friends to be made. Love to be shared.
Where the power of friendship will guide him.
I just look up and see a Fleece will remember this pop down out of nowhere. What the fuck?
Oh, damn it. Ah, shit.
Oh no, our actions have consequences.
No. Your actions might have consequences. My actions are totally chill.
Go ahead and, as you're running, make me a perception hearing, Fleece.
Oh, no. 11.
Cool. You hear a dog barking.
Running towards Zach. Dogs take precedent always.
It's like running this way, and then all of a sudden,
there's a dog. Someone, emergency.
Okay.
Dal, is the dog near the farm barking?
No, it's on the way, but it's not quite close enough. This is a Fleece scene. So Fleece, as you kind of turn, you see, I don't know if you met this dog before, but it's this black pharaoh hound who is sitting in waiting for you. And in his mouth,
of course,
he has a little baggie in his mouth.
Oh, I'm going to pet the living fuck out of it. Just oh, you're such a good boy. You do good things. You are the best boy. You are the best.
Roll me an animal handling.
7.
He kind of just like he's not here for pets, and he kind of like does a step back for a second, but then like and his ears kind of fold back. He doesn't like growl or anything, but then they perk back up, and he steps back forward, and he's like holding this baggie in his mouth. It's like a little, like a canvas satchel.
Oh my god, it's a little messenger puppy. And I'll take the little bag.
Do you open the bag?
Of course.
All right. In the bag, there is, the only way that I can describe this in modern terms, it's like a DNA kit. And there's a note that says, "Floof and spit, please. Blood will also do."
He'll take out a piece of his floof, stick it in.
Please, father.
He'll look around because he's a little shy, and he'll be like, and then just for good measure, also put blood in.
Okay, perfect, absolutely perfect. And he beckons for the bag back.
Like, can I pet you again? Give me one more try.
He does that dog lean against you.
Excellent. I'll use one of my nat 20s.
You don't have to. Don't use your nat 20. He's allowing you to pet him.
This is important. I want to be good.
like he's allowing you because you asked for his consent first this time.
Yeah, here we go.
And
I'll just keep petting him.
And as you pet him, he just goes into the shadows, just like melts into the shadows again. And you didn't notice that it was gone because that's like your normal state, but you notice your psychic link suddenly pings back up with Rava. But for that split second, it had been gone.
Must be nothing. And I'll start running again to find my friends.
Cool. Can you just roll me a survival?
Kyrie, you didn't have to have all those bonuses to persuasion. If you just ask people, they'll give you their blood and spit.
Yeah, see?
Oh no.
Yeah, you're able to find your way to this farm up the beach. And you see Malik and Kyrie are kind of standing back, I'm assuming, with this giant skeleton of a minotaur, as Rava is like closer to the house itself.
Fleece is
waving.
We can see you, Fleece.
Yep.
Hey guys, I'm here.
We can also hear you in our minds. So.
I saw a dog. It was awesome. It was so cute. It was what was it? It was black, right? It was black and fluffy. It was so cute. And then it went into the shadows. It's a little shadow puppy.
I look over at Ty.
Ty is just like gives you a shrug. Like,
I'm sorry. Did you what? Okay, shadow puppy. That is concerning.
I know, right? Like, it's probably out there without any cuddles or pets. Who's feeding it?
I can think of one person.
Rava's gonna look at the golden retriever and then just look back at the party. It's like, there was a shadow dog when I was in the Shadowfell, but
holy fuck, is there
not
a golden
here
retriever?
Anymore. Yeah,
there's an actual golden retriever on this farm.
There's a golden retriever. Let's turn the focus back in on the shadow pup. What's going on with the shadow pup? Did you just see it and then it disappeared, or?
Please pet you, puppy.
We've lost Flea.
The golden retriever is all into this, okay? Like, golden retrievers have no issues with being pets. They do that whole, like, they just lean into you and, like, their tongue is out and they look up at you. Hi, I've never had golden retrievers in my life. Oh, wait.
Hey, real quick, Malik, is there some sort of like magic CSI you can do? See like what's going on?
I mean, yeah, I can see if there's any like lingering magic on Fleece, but I don't know if like Shadow Dog. I'd point at Ty. He was talking to a shadow dog. Remember?
Yeah, no. I remember that. I remember that, and the fact that he doesn't seem to be knowledgeable about this shadow dog is especially concerning. Fleece, are you bleeding?
I pricked my finger,
Jesus.
because the dog wanted me to provide some samples.
Okay. This is bad.
This is so alarming.
You're such a good puppy, aren't you?
Who isn't moving because of the golden retriever? So.
And you guys got mad at me for consorting with devils.
I didn't say I didn't say I'm not gonna get. I didn't say I'm not gonna get mad at Fleece for consorting with devils if that's what this was.
You can't be mad at me.
Watch me.
I'm more concerned for you than anything else.
So yeah, I'm casting detect magic and looking at Fleece.
I mean, Fleece is a magical person of divination of the floof, so there's that. And like obviously there is the magic. Oh, so you detect magic. Not necessarily on Fleece, but from Maurice specifically, you're getting some very, very, very big magic vibes. Like there's like the vibes, there's like the magic from the rekindling spell on both of them, but there is some other magic coming
from the Dragonstone on his cane.
Yeah, for the Dragonstone on his cane. Yeah.
So is there anything out of the ordinary on Fleece?
There's nothing like magic was not performed on Fleece.
So I'm not getting any residual magic on Fleece. That's a Dragonstone, though. I say, pointing over towards the skeleton that Rob is close to.
That does bring us. Robin just sort of staples her fingers, just looking a little concerned. Dad, I hate to.
Oh no! He hands you the staff. Pip told me to save this for you.
Oh, yes. If you have it, where is Pip though?
Oh. He passed about 10 years ago. In Kyrie, you would remember Pip as the bronze dragon that traveled with you guys as a chihuahua.
No, I remember Pip. Yeah.
Oh.
He was very old. Probably one of the oldest living things on this plane.
Rama is visibly upset.
Yeah. Needs a hug upset?
I mean, it's hard to tell with Rava.
Fleece is going to tentatively move forward, hands outstretched.
Dog kind of tumbles over a little bit. Yeah.
Move, dog. People need me. No.
Yeah.
I'll place puppers on my head, and my floof just. This is your home now.
Okay, it's an 80-pound dog.
I will attempt to hug Rava.
Rava leans kind of out of the hug, but isn't quite. Is it the point where she will accept shoulder pats, but probably not a hug?
Shoulder pats will be given. The best shoulder pats there ever were. If this is a tough time, I'm here to chat. If we want to take a break, maybe have a picnic or something.
That doesn't feel. Listen, Rava, I'm right there with you. We have the pressing concerns just seem to keep stacking up, and I'm honestly having trouble keeping track of them at this point. Let's see. So we got the Dragonstone. That's a gimme. That's cool.
Yeah.
there's the whole familial situation we just keep running into with you. That, let me know if you want to talk. There's the whole thing with the boat, and
then the boat appears.
Not that boat. God damn it. Y'all remember the other boat situation that we...
Kyrie, do you want me to take that boat off your hands? I'm a little bit more in control of my ability to not think about certain things than you are.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I could use a boat, though. I'd rather get it to somebody I can scam a little bit of gold off of.
Yeah, and, I'm not paying for that piece of shit.
Yeah, no. Exactly. Yeah. Also, out of character, I'd rather keep it around for comedy purposes.
Because it's always funny.
Out of character, I figured I'd give you an out, but...
No. Appreciate it, but so we got that situation. Honestly, Rava, I'm happy to tackle things in whatever order you're comfortable with.
Also got the whole, end of the world thing.
Well, right. That's what the boat is kind of, that is a domino effect, kind of.
I think at the moment I just need to do what I normally do.
Murder people?
Yeah, Rava, don't kill. I don't think there's anything worth killing.
No,
right now.
just pretend everything is fine and focus on the fact that now that we have the Archdevil running around and she has Beatrix who can sense Dragonstones, we might need to find a way to make sure that, I can't even say this, but make sure Beatrix can't find us.
Can Beatrix sense Dragonstones across planar boundaries?
I have no idea.
We should probably figure that out.
Rafa, for being the thing that you do the most, you're really bad at pretending nothing is wrong.
Andy's gonna pipe up and be like, Rava, that doesn't sound very healthy.
It's not.
But it's my life.
It is.
I've been
it's now or never, so.
I've been practicing meditation exercises. I can't breathe, but you can, so maybe the breathing part will actually work for you. Do you want me to show you?
Yeah, if we have time, yeah.
Andy is going to sit down where he's at with his legs crossed and his elbows on his knees. All right, do what I do.
Rob is just going to stare at him and, look at the party who's just standing there awkwardly and just, and then look at Maurice and just tentatively hand Kyrie the staff. She looks like a proper wizard now.
Nice.
And sit down and make an attempt.
Now close your eyes.
I look over at Kyrie. $5 says she lasts 2 minutes.
Oh, no, not even.
We must have
Close your eyes.
Quiet, please, as he looks over at the wizards. You can also just join if you want. Ty's gonna join.
I meditate every day.
Fluff will hop down with the puppers on his head.
All right. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. And he's gonna continue this for a couple of minutes.
Don't swallow your spit.
And he's like, and just concentrate on your jaw. clench your jaw because you are.
I feel like she should be making like a charisma save to not like quit early.
Actually, I would like for you to make a Constitution check.
At disadvantage. Okay.
It's a con check. Yeah, you're kind of listening, and you notice it's like, actually, yeah, your jaw is tightly clenched, and maybe unclenching it will help.
What is this feeling? I like my joints feel a bit heavy, and they don't hurt when I move.
That is the stress and the toxins leaving your body.
Sorry, I should be serious, but I'm laughing so much.
No, it's fine, because the image is very silly.
Oh, so silly.
The image is very silly. And then he does, now do what you did to your jaw, in your shoulders. And he's gonna, like, direct you until, like, we get down to all the way from your head to your toes.
By the end, Rama is ever so slightly less tense.
I use prestidigitation to make illusory steam, like bits of steam coming out of her every time. It's like, this is your stress melting away.
And you do feel slightly better and, like, less stretched, and now you're feeling a little bit more conscious. And, Auntie be like, do this when you wake up in the morning and before you go to bed, and I promise you will feel better.
I will give it a try.
Good job, Rava.
And she does look a little less wispy, shadowy, like less horrible in terms of all of the everything that's been everything. Yeah. Everything that is everything.
Yeah. You're
because
feeling better.
I know words are good, please, yes.
Yes, you're feeling a little bit better. Maurice is like, are you kids hungry? Do you want anything to eat while you're here?
Yes.
Do you have a boat?
Yes, I do have a boat.
Oh, could we have it?
Can we have lunch here, please?
I mean, if you want, we're here for a boat, so.
Sure. I will do. If Rava needs a boat, I will let her use my boat.
That solves the problem. So.
Cool.
He's not gonna say no to his only child. You can introduce me to your new friends. I only know the tiefling.
Absolutely. Also, that you guys are gonna love Dad's soup. That smell, that's his soup. It's amazing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm into soup.
That sounded like a commercial. It was really weird.
Normally,
what's a commercial?
Yeah, normally I make this balanced meal for Digger, but since it's for you, I will I will add seasoning, because garlic is not good for dogs. But so you get the impression that he makes fresh food for his dog every day, because he makes the comment, and it's like, oddly enough, Andy and I can taste food and drink. We just don't need it to sustenance us. That's like, we are allowed to enjoy it in our current form without having to have the repercussions because we're dead.
Oh, now that mental image is in my head. Thanks.
And, like, you're kind of brought inside, and, like, a couple extra stools are pulled up for y'all to join Maurice and Andy for lunch. What do y'all do? What do you talk about? Is there anything pressing? Or are you just gonna have a lovely day?
Rava's gonna have the lovely day she didn't have in the Shadowfell.
There you go.
And she's gonna introduce all of her new companions. This is Malik. He's a little grumpy, but he's a great guy and he's really smart.
Mm-hmm.
This is Kyrie.
Hi.
Kyrie, don't take anything.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ah, a rogue.
For you, Kyrie. I'm a wizard. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie is absolutely a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
When Kyrie
Robin's
waves, like a fork just like falls out of her robe. I don't know how that got in there.
Robin's still shaking her head.
Mm-hmm.
This is Fleece. He's a paladin.
Hi, how are you doing?
They're married.
We are married.
No, we're not.
He's gonna look. You got married, Rava?
No, I'm not.
Congratulations!
No. No, we're
It
not.
was really funny.
We were at the ceremony and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry I wasn't there for it. I didn't know you made it back to the plane yet.
We're not. It was a practical joke. And now we're not. No.
It was very funny.
Fleece, are you okay?
It was not funny because it hurt Fleece's feelings.
It only hurts Fleece's feelings when you deny the fact that you're married.
We're not, though.
Could be.
There was nothing legal that happened. No.
I was prepared
Hey.
to love you.
Hey, just because
until
the
the end
state
of
doesn't
time.
recognize certain marriages doesn't make them any less valid than others.
Also, illegal things are super cool. So just
Double face palm.
Just like, ugh.
Must you?
yes, I must.
You called me grumpy.
I mean, aren't you?
I like to think of myself as pragmatic more than grumpy.
I didn't know you were pragmatic. How far along are you?
At least 6 months.
Oh, you look good for 6 months, Andy says.
Thank you. I try my best.
You're welcome.
And you've met Typhocles.
Ty has like a mouthful of soup and just sort of waves.
Hungry boy.
Mm-hmm. He waves, obviously. He's eaten the soup with like his real hand, and his fake hand is what waves. So it's a very awkward metal hand wave.
We're tolerating him.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
Well.
Our interests align. Later, I may or may not punch him. Several times.
Ty just gives another shrug. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You deserve at least that, Ty.
Yeah, okay. Whatever. Like, do my best Nick impression. Like,
Stellar.
thanks. But yeah, you
I just wish I could have introduced you to like we met a rat folk with this mechanical rabbit. I don't think you met him.
I saw.
You saw?
You say that with the same intonation someone who saw their child's date go badly says.
Right. Well, you see, the sorceress that was kind of in charge of that whole ordeal at the arena, after you apparently murdered Mara Lee.
I had no part in that. I want to make this clear. I was the only one who did not want to murder her in cold blood.
Of course you did, sweetie. And he pats your arm. I believe
Did you shoot her with a bow and arrow?
Not after she was on the ground begging for her life.
But did you shoot her with a bow and arrow?
I stopped then. She attacked us.
If you shot her, you're talking
You should really not try to shoot people.
Ajax kicked down her door. She then attacked us. And then after he was asked us to stop and was like, I said, okay. And I stopped. I put my weapon away.
I mean, if somebody kicks down my door, I'm going to attack too. I feel like the kicking down the door was the initial act of aggression there.
No, yes.
I feel like we're getting caught up in the weeds.
Oh!
It was the initial act of aggression.
And then,
I did not advocate the murder for once.
Well, who did?
It was actually Shell.
That sweet little orc girl?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, sometimes the orky side can come out real hard.
Yeah.
Like, just for character reference, Shell had her swarm of ravens eat alive this poor Shaderkai woman that was acting in self-defense and did nothing wrong.
Yoinks!
Like I said, the orky side can come out real hard sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah. And then, unfortunately, she showed up again as a giant grotesque heart, and we had to kill her. Again, this time it was a bit more justified, though, because she was a horrible monster that was attacking us and trying to kill us, and also was a monstrosity.
Bit of a reverse role there, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Right. Anyway, as I was saying, Maria, after that incident, I was essentially placed under arrest myself and used as bait in case things went awry and you didn't agree to terms. But then that explosion happened and I was thrusted back into this plane.
That was Ty's fault.
Thanks, Ty. And
it saved him.
I mean,
Ty's like,
it saved you.
You're welcome.
Now you've got complicated feelings, Rava.
Yes, I do. It was Ty's fault, but that explosion was him releasing an archdevil, and then that archdevil ran off with Beatrix, and
Ty's like, listen, I was not aware that it was going to release her. I was just trying to get a little extra boost because we were surrounded by geese. And there was a beholder.
Well, that was a sentence. Is that where the goose holder came from?
Yes, that's where the goose holder came from. I don't know why the arena was filled with geese. And I couldn't move. My boots were really heavy at the time. For some reason, everyone had to take off their shoes.
Sounds like a malevolent act of a chaotic deity, really.
I know.
It was awful.
It was a nice day, though. The clouds were out. It was nice and sunny.
It was the Shadowfell. It definitely wasn't sunny. It is today, though.
Fluff imagined it as sunny.
You remember Beatrix, though, right?
Your gun?
She wasn't a gun a little while ago.
I'm sorry, honey.
Yeah. Honestly, I think you would have gotten along really well.
Knowing your taste in women, I'd say yeah.
I mean, she was it's kind of their job to get along with people.
Rava's going to just bury her face in her hands and just deep breath, like, let's not go there, please. Let's not go there, please.
I'm going to see how he reacts to that. He has no idea what Kyrie's talking about. Lucky for you.
I'm just going to do this just to see how badly Rava is like blushing.
Okay.
Pretty badly.
Pretty badly. Yeah. Your skin turns like a darker shade of purple, in your cheeks. Like. Well, if still, I'm glad to see that you are doing well and that you're still saving the world. Now, be careful with that stone. I wouldn't touch it, like with your hands. I would keep it in that staff.
I had one as a necklace when we first started finding them, and I accidentally slept with it stone side down. So yeah.
Yeah, let's try and not do
hurts.
that.
It hurts a lot.
Also, very good idea to not. So hold on, I have to rake my memory. It's old and dead, my brain. Pip told me, like for obvious reasons, to make sure that Dree does not get her hands on that stone and combined it all together.
Mm-hmm.
What would happen if the entire stone was completed?
It would from what I was told, it would give her the ability to summon Tiamat. I'm not sure why she wants to do that, though.
Eat or take her powers.
Yeah, it can't be good.
I mean, if she wants to steal Tiamat's powers, that would make sense, but I don't think she could steal Tiamat's powers.
I don't think
she's currently turning most of the world into a orderly paradise by herself.
That's crazy.
Paradise in air quotes.
Paradise in her perspective. I feel like with the entirety of the Dragonstone, killing and eating Tiamat wouldn't be that hard.
Well, it is Tiamat's artifact. Tiamat may have absolute dominion over the artifact or something. It may not make a difference.
Let me tell you the number of wizards that have been killed by their own artifacts that they created.
This is... I'm sure the list goes on.
It does.
Yeah. Okay. So, definitely not. And we also need to prevent Lilith from getting this, because let's not have an archdevil with the Dragonstone.
An archdevil with that power would definitely be significant, yes.
Yes.
So we got a big list of things to do. Now we have a boat. We have another Dragonstone. And...
So from probably... Go ahead and just roll me general intelligence, Kyrie. To recall your memory.
Boom.
Yeah, that's pretty good. From what you remember with the size that Dree has versus what you have on your hands, and the amount that was that the Kobold and Jasmine had, that's probably all of it.
Okay. So can hit up that little bastard, get the rest of that Dragonstone, and then it's down to us and Dree.
What about
Not
happens?
Bad odds.
Because I hold out the bit of Dragonstone that I've got on my person. I wonder what happens if we apply this to that.
It'll be absorbed.
But does it maintain the ability that this has?
It combined, it combined. That ability goes into the large one and adds on to those abilities.
I don't know all of the effects this Dragonstone has, but I know it can cast Sunburst. And I hate it.
I can find out.
Yeah, you can.
Abilities it has.
Do it.
That would be actually very helpful, yes.
I will cast Identify on the Dragonstone in the staff.
Yeah. It has charges of... At this size, it would have charges of Sunburst in it, probably 2 once a day, and it recharges after 24 hours of being used. It has Polymorph, Soul Cage, thinking about some really good spells here real quick. One use of True Seeing, and 2 uses of Disintegrate.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
And this has true polymorph in it, so.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I just sort of reach out with the spit that I have and just sort of touch it to that one.
You see, like, these liquidish red tendrils just kind of come out of the stone as if it had molten, and it reaches out for itself with a and you could feel it on your fingers just sort of stinging as it yanks it from the titanium that it's placed in and just absorbs it into itself, and it sort of melts.
That's
a bit of titanium.
Kind of horrifying.
Yeah, it's very horrifying.
Interesting.
I forgot how terrifying that was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think the big question right now is, do we do with Lilith first or Dree first?
I vote Lilith.
I vote Lilith because if we're going to do this thing where we open the Waystones and everything, Lilith is there to try and grab power once this is all said and done. If we take care of Lilith first, then we'll have one less headache to deal with.
If we deal with Lilith now, 2 things. 1, we won't have as big of a distraction for Dree. 2, because Lilith will obviously also sense the Dragonstones that Dree has, and thus there will be conflict. 2, if we kill Lilith now, she'll just be reformed in her home plane, and then probably use us opening the Waystones as a method to get back. Which means rather than her being on the material plane, she'll pop out of one of the stones we open.
But how long will it take her to reform?
I have no idea. The difference in time depends on the power of the demon. Typically, it's longer the more powerful they are, but she might be able to cheat that system. I don't know.
Should any of us roll Arcana or something like this?
Like that's pretty correct. Like that's pretty correct. Yeah, that's like things like, because she's an archdevil, she doesn't die, she just returns. To the plane.
I meant like, are there any stories of Lilith respawning and how long that was taken in the past?
That would be like a history check.
I'll make a history check if I can.
I will try and make a history check. I don't think I could.
21.
That's about what I expected.
Yeah, nice. So with the 2 of you, there are no stories that you know of Lilith dying and returning, because there is likely not a being on the plane, maybe other than Dree, that you know of, that has been capable of killing Lilith.
So whatever we do, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah. And with that, Ty kind of chokes on his soup for a minute. And y'all can roll some insight.
Don't breathe while you swallow, Ty.
26.
The 26 and the 23 and the 14. And I assuming that you guys sort of talked about coming out with that. Yeah, I don't think anything's powerful enough to kill Lilith. But with that, those high 20s on those insights for sure.
Ty thinks that we can kill Lilith with soup. That's a great idea, Ty. We poison. We take. Can you pack some of this away? We'll poison it. We'll give Lilith the soup.
Yeah. And like Ty gives you a thumbs up. Yeah, that's totally it. But what is it? Fleece and Rava. If nothing is capable of that you know of killing Ty, how did Ty's patron get him out? of hell.
Wait. Ty, if nothing on this plane can contest with Lilith, your patron got you out of a rather, let's just say, terrible situation.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate?
Soup bribery.
I will polymorph you into an owl bear.
It all comes down to soup.
I will turn you into an owl bear. What?
You don't want to see what I'll get up to as an owl bear.
I picked owl bear because I thought you'd have fun with it, but also because it would get you to stop.
What made you think that would work?
I don't know. Should I try it? See if it works. It might work.
Maurice is like, I really don't want an owl bear in my house. An owl bear in my house, please. If you turn her to an owl bear, please just do it on the boat.
Okay, if we're not doing any soup-based plans, then let's talk about what do y'all think is gonna work? Okay.
I mean, so yeah, Ty, how'd you get out of the thing?
Well, she just sort of walked in. She was there for something else. And she looked at me when I was like, yo, I could use a hand. Can you get me out? And she looked at me and said, okay. And then looked at Lilith and says, I'm taking him. And Lilith slightly protested, but my patron did not deny her. Well, didn't take no for an answer, and just let's say that Lilith let me go after she got a look from this lady.
Can we ask your patron to kindly kick Lilith in the teeth?
You see, I've asked her this before. And she said she could kill Lilith, but it would be a waste of her time.
Because Ragnarok will do it for her?
No.
Kill. I said kick in the teeth.
Okay. He takes another pause. He takes another pause. My patron doesn't just kick people in the teeth. If you get hit by my patron, expect to die.
Yeah, I feel like you're sort of picking nits there, Ravo.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Like kicking in the teeth, killing, fight in general.
And you kind of see him look to the side just a little bit, almost like he's getting some information. But I mean, like, if you want to meet her, she might come. I just can't tell you when.
That would be nice. We could take care of Lilith with some help.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hate owing favors, but
She doesn't operate like that. She's got her own agenda.
But I can respect that.
Yeah. Kind of does her own thing. But also for... I want to say the greater good of the universe, but really it's also kind of just for herself.
Who bound Lilith into a ring in the first place?
At least she's honest.
Yeah, fair.
Who put Lilith into a ring in the first place?
Yeah.
Dree.
Oh.
That's like Dree and Lilith had this, they were fighting over the same guy, but Lilith only did it because it was funny.
Right,
She didn't like him.
Right.
Oh, and that was the Lich, right?
Yeah, that was Cadus, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yikes.
The whole reason Cadus was tried to go to become a Lich is because he asked Dree to grant him a wish of living as long as she would, and she laughed at him and said, no, that's not going to happen. Like, and so he's like, why doesn't she want to be with me forever? And so he sought other ways to be with the love of his life forever, and it just got, he was not happy about being shoved into the friend zone. Let's just go with that.
Yikes.
Yeah, big yikes. That's the history there.
History of the world is yikes. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, this has been a lovely conversation. We should probably leave now.
Yes.
Yeah. It seems like we got a lot to do.
Question. Would destroying Lilith affect her generals?
Probably not.
Good. Because if it would, I would probably hope that we would look for a different way, because promises. I need to keep my promises.
Yeah, well, sometimes you can't.
Also, just remember that Ice Devil you guys did kick in the teeth is probably just being, revamped in hell right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Of course.
Of course. Like, that's how those go.
I mean, that's how it always goes.
That's how it goes. Yeah, so, yeah. He's like, yeah, I have a boat. It should be good enough for the 4 of you. Where are you going? Or 5 of you, where are you going?
To kill a kobold.
Don't we have a whole other coterie of people?
Yeah, no, we've got way more than just 5 people.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, we have
An army of pirates.
Yeah, a
They're
little crew.
Pirates?
They're
Why
pirates.
did you bring pirates to the island?
They are. They're sailors. They're not pirates.
Is it some sailors? Is it some sailors from Dawn? Is that because normally they go? Oh, it's definitely not big enough for all of you to get to the, but definitely not back to Dawn. It could get you to the mainland.
We're trying to get to Emden.
Oh, it'll take you to Emden. You don't have that much further, and it's such a nice day. You should be able to make it, but again, I don't think it could take all of you. But if you want, I can make sure now that there's nothing that Jacques can attempt to steal from me, since you're taking it. Maybe we can work together and see if we can't get that crew to wherever they need to go.
I could probably.
You know what?
I could send the crew back to Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could send the crew back to Dawn.
Yeah, you could do that.
We wouldn't have them to help us get into Emden, but I could send the crew back to Dawn easily enough.
Yeah, probably best for them to just kind of get back to their business, for their sakes.
Yeah, doing piratey things.
Where do we leave them?
At the treehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually just trying to give you guys an out so you don't have to worry about these people anymore, is what I'm attempting to do. Yeah.
What if we want to worry about these people forever?
Well, I'm going pee, so y'all I'll be right back. Y'all keep going.
Okay, so Malik, you go get those people back off to where they want to go. We'll take that boat. God damn it. Okay.
Yes.
The boat appears in the house.
We'll take that boat to Emden and we'll get back to it. Seriously, y'all, I've enjoyed all of the hangs we've been having on this island, but I do think we need to get to it with all of the end of the world stuff that we've been tending to.
I also think that since we have the staff and it has polymorph, we might be able to accelerate our journey by turning one of us into some sort of seafaring creature to help pull the boat along.
You do realize we already had a bit of it that could cast true polymorph, which is a more powerful version of it and can turn people into things like dragons.
Yes, but now we can do that more than a few times.
We could do it 5 times prior.
I can do it 9 times.
What I'm saying is, if you had that idea, you could have brought it up earlier.
I only just... I did not expect that! Sorry.
I'm always ready to drop a Homestar reference.
Okay. not this happy. I need to stop. It's so hard playing a grumpy character. Okay. Well, it honestly only just occurred to me.
Yeah, we just take the boat.
Cool. Well, let's do it. God damn it, boat. Okay.
It was already here. Why did it disappear and then reappear? That seems needless.
I mean, it happens, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so Kyrie puts the boat away, and Malik, you go do the thing with all those fuckers, and we'll start getting this boat set up.
Yep, meet you back at the boat.
Yeah, and you can just tell our friends over at the treehouse that we don't need their boat, but also that they're not getting their cool gems. So,
maybe don't tell them about the gem. Let's just say, we're working on it.
I'll handle it. Don't worry.
Okay,
hold on. When you say handle it, does that include the spell Fireball?
No.
Okay. Any other evocation magic involved with handling it?
No.
Okay, good. All right.
I would like to, before we leave, I do want to I do want to speak with my dad just a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I'm doing that and things.
I'll start working on the boat. You do the teleporting. You do the whole parental family issues. Me and Fleece, you're gonna Fleece is off petting the dog. Okay. Typhocles, we'll go work on the boat.
The boat appears.
God damn it!
Just luckily right outside the doorway. But Ty's like, yeah, sure, let's go.
Andy might be able to help you too.
Yeah, Andy will go and help Kyrie.
Oh, I go back to the tree house to teleport all the sailors back to Dawn.
All right. Jock is really confused about what's going on. Where's my stuff?
I cast maze on him while I teleport the others.
I asked about evocation, didn't I? Fuck.
It's a conjuration spell.
Oh, beautiful.
Should have known.
I was gonna look at her dad, and you should really take Andy and what was the dog's name again?
Digger.
You should really take Andy and Digger to the Underdark where they'll be safe.
Yeah, I mean, Andy and I will be okay. We're dead.
I mean,
but
Digger's
the dog,
not.
Digger's not. No. Yeah, we'll mosey on there at some point.
Okay. Again, Mom is there. It
I know.
be awkward. She didn't know you were. Robin was about to say alive, rekindled until very recent. She didn't even know you were dead until very recently.
I mean, I guess there wouldn't have been a reason for her to know. Kind of just, she wasn't on an emergency contact list or anything when I passed.
Just a sending stone attached to a note.
Like we, I mean, she had, by the time I had passed, she and I were no longer a thing. So
I mean, technically, she passed, and I was 4. She was still, according to you, with the boat ride. Yeah, she was there when we got back, right?
No. She wasn't.
Am I getting some other boat ride mixed up?
She wasn't there. I took you on a boat ride so that she could slip away from you without saying goodbye.
Is that what that?
Yeah. And, you know, it just wasn't, I didn't exactly expect to die on that boat ride, we'll say.
Yeah, maybe don't mention that to her.
Okay.
At least at that point,
I mean, if I see her.
I mean, if you go to the Underdark, you probably will.
Or
it
you
is
know,
one of the. It's the Underdark.
Yeah, it's also
be somewhere that's safe.
Right. It's also very, very vast. And luckily, I have a paladin with me as he motions over to Andy. Oh, please.
I like that Rava thinks the Underdark is one cavern. And it's like, here's a map. Oh god, it stretches the whole world?
Yeah. No. There's oceans in the Underdark?
Rava does not think it's one cavern.
Yeah.
Rava's more so referring to that it's a known safe space.
Yeah.
And there aren't that many of those in the Underdark.
Yeah. And, you know, give your dad some credit. He probably knows of other safe spaces. Yeah. All right. So we'll say everything is sort of... What's up?
Yeah, just issues, but yeah, I guess I'll see you later.
Yeah. And he's gonna give you a very bony hug. Wish you good luck.
Rava will actually hug back this time.
Yay! Because it's your daddy. And it's like, I believe in you, Rava. And you know that old proverb. You don't have to believe in yourself. Believe in the me that believes in you.
Who's working out of a 90s office?
Rava's looks visibly angry because her dad never ever changed. It's that half sort of smile, but clearly I hate the fact that you just said that kind of look.
He just gives you a big toothy skeleton grin and
that is worse than your puns. I'm leaving before you make any. Bye. Zips away.
Yep, there you go. You left before any more dad jokes get made. So y'all all reconvene where Ty and Kyrie are fixing up the boat, and it's sturdier than the magic boat that Kyrie has, but it's a luxury, it's a little luxury sailboat essentially. So it's made for a few people. It has an actual sail on it and some rows if you want to row. But it's a fairly comfortable. How Maurice and Andy got their hands on this, you don't know. But just a lot of people lost their boats in the marina. It probably washed up, and it was. In fact, it even looks like there was some work done to patch things up. But good work.
So, does anyone want to turn into a very large sea creature and pull us along to help us move more quickly?
I have a better idea. What size category would you say the boat is? Like large or huge?
Yeah, it's enough for all of you, so we'll say it's huge.
Huge? Okay, yeah. Cool. I'll cast Animate Object targeting the boat and the oars. And just have it sail us on its own. because I can target up to 10 objects, and a huge objects count as 8 targets.
Okay, nice. And I like it. You can sail safely to the other shores. Yeah, so if there's any it'll take you guys probably half of the day to get there. So if there's any conversations that y'all want to have with each other concerning anything while you're on the boat, now is the time to happen before you're essentially gonna go into the Feywilds.
This will only last for a minute, but I'll have it set itself so that once it ends, it'll be fine sailing.
Mm-hmm.
I just say to everyone else.
Yeah,
Cool.
Fleece is going to prepare himself for going back home. He's very excited. He's like get his nice clothes on and make sure everything's washed. He's like taking a bath, which is just him like grabbing a rope and jumping into the water and letting it just kind of splash about and then pulling himself back up. He's getting himself all pretty and stuff, getting flowers on his head. Yeah.
Rava's immensely disappointed she didn't get to turn someone into a giant shark or something.
Oh, Rava, it's okay. Hey, how you holding up there?
Better. Actually, significantly better.
Right on.
Everything has been... Because met Maurice in the Shadowfell, had no idea who was rekindled. Still want to... I still want to... I still want to hit the Raven Queen a lot, repeatedly, in the face with my fists.
That would be bad.
I don't know if you knew this, but during a boat ride when I was 4, a bunch of sea hags, or is that what they were? Sea hags, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hags. They were hags. They attacked the boat, and killed my dad. And apparently he was reanimated like the Raven Queen, and she instructed him that he could not tell me that he would have to essentially return to the Shadowfell at some point in the future. And so I had no idea that this was, he had a ticking clock over his head. And so when I was 14, 15, he just went off on a hunting trip, and they found him in the river when it thawed in the spring. And apparently he knew that was going to happen and walked off without telling me. And I was pretty mad at him in the Shadowfell when I found that out. It wasn't really fair to him though. And we didn't stay long enough for me to really process it, and I walked away mad. And so yeah, I'm legitimately doing a lot better.
Good.
I wouldn't say good though.
Well, you're doing better. The fact that you're doing better is good, even if you're not doing all the way good. I am glad to hear all that. Kyrie just kind of offers a little pat on the shoulder. Yeah.
Kyrie a hug, but the boat, but there are people around, and it's a boat, and there mustn't ever be witnesses.
To hugs.
Yeah, I feel like anytime there is the chance of affection, like Fleece is like poking his head out of the corner, like
Kyrie casts invisibility on Rava. And then wraps her up in a tight hug, complete with pats.
Much appreciated.
I love it so much. I'm here for this. I love it so much.
Because Kyrie is sensitive to her friend's needs.
Nice.
Rava appreciates it immensely. And returns the hug in full.
I just had a community line go through my head. And y'all know exactly which one it is, and it's very adorable. So this was very adorable. In a very, very homoerotic way. So, or homo wholesome, we'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah, homo wholesome. I like it.
Homo platonic.
Homo platonic, yeah. So the so y'all any other does anybody want to talk to anyone else? If not, I will.
No, I think we're ready to head out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Fleece. Just because we're heading into just because we're heading into Feywild's area, which kind of gets fucky at times, I want to make sure that we have 2 copies of this on hand, and so I hand Fleece the other copy, like a copy of the celestial like message that is the key to opening the Waystone. It's like, don't read it out loud, like you did the last time you saw one of these, but this is the thing that opens up the Waystone in Emden.
Okay, he'll put it in his hair.
So when we find it, either you or I will be able to read it and open the Waystone.
Roger. I won't let you down.
I would have to have expectations for that to happen, Fleece.
Oh, that's cutting.
Not that one. Jeez.
That was absolutely savage.
I'm kidding, Fleece.
Your wounds. Flop on the ground.
I pat Fleece on the shoulder. I was kidding, Fleece.
Can we get a hug then?
Yes. I give Fleece a hug.
Aw, Malik. It's awesome. all of this homoplatonic wholesomeness. I'm so here for this. Meanwhile, Ty is just there, like, eating, like, Cheetos from a bag, like, watching all of you. Like, no, keep going. This is a great show. I'm enjoying myself. Now I understand how Kyrie felt earlier at the hot springs. Jesus Christ. He counterspells. Like, he has just as many, just as a level 15 bard. He is pretty good with his magic too, buddy.
He's not a level 15 bard. He's a level 13 bard.
That's right. He's a 13 bard 2 warlock, so he can counterspell at his highest level. Anyway, so just like you go, and he's like, no.
This is just a really great way to end a conversation.
Yeah, no. Like, all right. By the time you make it to shore, the sun is setting, so it is becoming dark. And the evening is coming upon you, and you sort of feel and you haven't like landed where the city is, just because it is a little bit hidden. But there is definitely this heavy feeling as you sort of wind into the beach, and the fog rolls in very, very thickly. And like, Fleece, this is familiar to you because you are a fey creature technically, but there is a sense of warp that is going on. Like, there is a sense of uneasy, and not the typical uneasy that you would feel entering into the Feywild realm itself, but how this is right now is not how your world should be, because it's this weird merger of the Feywild, this plane, the Shadowfell. It's not nice. You don't like it, or you do like it. I don't know.
There's Shadowfell touching my Feywild, and I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Brava's gonna wave her hand through the fog and be like, "Is this what it's like to not have dark vision?"
Maybe. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
No, it'd be even darker without dark vision.
And then you all realize Rava was attempting to make a joke.
Oh, Rava, that was...
Don't reward failure.
Don't patronize me.
I like how we said that at roughly the same time.
Nice.
Harry's really trying to be nice to Rama these days.
It's like my friend is having like the worst time of her life. She's definitely gone through way worse than I have these past few years. I'm gonna be nice to her.
Yeah.
So you pull up on the beach. Which by the way, while I have a moment, thank you so much for that raid. Itchy Norlax.
Yeah.
Etchy Norlax? That sounds like something you would rule 69 on a Snorlax with. I mean,
oh no. No.
Can we? Why would you?
Sorry.
Why would you do this? You're
Have y'all?
a kind viewer.
I love you.
Also it's Rule 36, not Rule 69.
I know, but
Rule 69 is a different rule.
I have not actually had calories yet. I don't eat until 2:00. So.
Lord, y'all.
Yeah, it's Laud. That's why you pronounce it with a K and not a cha-cha.
Okay.
Like the
Equinorlax. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes, Equinorlat. Okay, I love it. Thank you. Latin prefix for spiky. Very nice. You all pull up to the beach. What do y'all do? What is the plan? How are you guys gonna find where the elves are at? Because you do know the Eladrin have sort of set up this bubble in this part of the, which is technically, you are Andree's territory now for the most part. And you have to, without the crew there, you do need to figure out how to find the Eladrin city that they've created a bubble over. And it is dark, like the sun is setting. It is becoming nighttime.
Well, I think we should probably set up camp.
Yeah, Fleece will call out to see if any of his family or people he knows. Like, I'm Fleece, I'm here, I'm back.
Please, we don't know.
Yeah,
not yet.
It's my home.
Yes, but let's not call attention to ourselves.
Look around, buddy. Is this really your home?
Yes. Home is where the heart is. And even though it's been touched grossly by the shadow whatever, it's still my home.
Mama gives him a look.
Cool. Let's...
What?
She just holds out her hands and like more Shadowfell just drips from her.
Ew. Don't touch the Feywild with that.
I can't exactly help it.
So it's getting dark. We could rest for the night and then try to find it in the morning.
I like your idea. It's super dark right now.
I think it might be best if we find ourselves an area that's a little higher up. The fog might thin a bit. I don't know.
Which is why we should put the door where the fog is thicker, so that things that can't see through the fog don't see where I'm casting the door.
Good point. All right, let's do that then.
So I pull out my little icon, put it down, cast Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion.
There's your mansion. Boy, y'all are gonna miss that when he's gone. Alright, so the mansion is so you're casting this spell is what you're saying.
Yes.
Cool. I
don't like it when she laughs like that.
I need you to roll a D10,000.
Oh no!
Shit.
Oh no!
Oh no! 2,195.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I have no idea what this is, or if that's a good number or a bad number.
It's just a little added effect that's gonna happen. You know, you're just in the Feywild. It's not a big deal.
Alex never been to the Feywild, so.
So, as you sort of as you cast, wow, it's good. As you cast your magnificent mansion, instead of the mansion appearing, I went ahead and did 2196 because it translates just a little bit better than 2195 because you can't hold your mansion.
Nice.
So instead, you're a mansion. You don't summon your mansion. What you summon is a huge owl raccoon. Disappears.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
The owl raccoon wasn't supposed to disappear?
No. An owl raccoon is not supposed to appear, no.
Oh.
I'm gonna hug it. It needs to be petted. With its permission. Be like, can I pet you?
Of course you can pet me, Fleece.
Excellent. Oh, you know my name. That is awesome.
Well, I heard you when you came on the beach.
Excellent. All right. The petting shall commence.
Excellent. Do you have any sugar cubes on you?
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
He pulls out several sugar cubes from his hair.
Thanks. And he holds out his like little raccoon paws at you, and then he kind of and he goes and he waddles. Oh, we just got a donation. I have to go read that because my alerts, I can hear my alerts, but the visual is not there. I have to go look at Streamlabs. Thank you to whoever donated. I will go see that here in a second. And so he waddles back to the beach and tries to wash his sugar cubes only for them to melt away.
Oh no.
He slumps. I forgot that this happens.
So, bad news, that was my only spell at that level. So I can't cast another one.
You can just sleep outside. It's going to be amazing. Woo! Welcome to the Feywild, guys.
That.
No, don't
love that.
Breathe in that Fey air.
Okay, Rava, maybe let's go back to your idea where we get above the fog if we're going to be sleeping out here.
Yeah. Yes. And while I get that survival check, Val, what I asked was, can we wild magic surge for old time's sake?
I don't, that's what I just did.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Literally what just happened.
No, that was the donation.
You just want another wild magic surge to happen is what you're saying?
As a 14 survival.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to do a wild magic surge, but I'm gonna pick it. I'm gonna pick what happens when it happens.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because I have to. All right, cool. Yeah. So you're doing a survival into the Feywild. What are you looking for again? Sorry.
She's just looking to see if she can find an area that's higher up or has thinner fog or just something that if they were to camp, they'd be able to see a little further and possibly spot incoming.
So, as you're kind of looking around and through the thickness of the fog and the darkness, you do at least come across some cliff faces down the beach. But as you sort of look up, the fog's thickness does not change. This is not a natural fog.
Anyone else getting the feeling that there is no above the fog?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, that's fair.
Maybe the fog is part of the barrier. Or if we just head towards where the fog is thickest.
But you can you can climb the cliff faces, there if you want to get higher up. Yeah.
Because, if I was building a defensive barrier for a city that relied on fog. It would definitely get thicker the closer you got to the to the center of it, just so that you get more and more potential for being lost or hiding things.
Um,
Let's
And
just
because
continue
thick fog
on,
is
then.
scary.
Who has the best perception?
Not me. I read too many
Um,
books as a child.
It
I
would
see
it.
the beauty
Like
in all things.
once you get beyond my arm, I really can't make out details.
I think it would actually be Ty. I think Ty has like a passive of like 20 something.
You're right.
Like.
Ty, come here for a sec.
We use them as like little scanners at the beaches for metal things.
Ty is going to be like, yeah, sup.
Rava is going to gently take the Dragonstone staff from Kyrie, if Kyrie,
Sure.
and then clap Ty on the shoulder and use the stone to put True Seeing on him.
Dope. Yeah.
Let's go find that city.
Okay. Sounds like a good plan. So Ty is going to roll something. I'll roll for Ty here. He's gonna roll his own perception as he's looking for stuff. What's up? There's Ty's character sheet. Oh, I have to take off one of his counter spells. There
I
we
like
go.
to think that part of the reason why Malik is so grumpy is that he doesn't have glasses and he really needs them.
Like me! Like, or maybe he has, like, a degenerative disorder that glasses don't fix, like me.
He's just very, very nearsighted, doesn't know what that means.
He can't,
he's beyond his arm length, he can't make out details.
Jesus Christ, Ty.
It's just a whole bunch of blobs.
Alright, so Ty, with his 23 perception, looks around, kind of sees through this magical fog, and he points. It's like, it looks like there's some sort of light beam heading that way, and I'm going to make him make an intelligence check for me. And he's like, kind of looks like it's a couple of miles in that way, maybe 5 or so horizontal. It's kind of far. And it's down the beach at least, so we don't have to like go into the massness of any like points to, because there's like the beaches and the cliffs, and you just see like the forest going that way, and the poor owl raccoon just sort of hanging there at the beach looking incredibly sad.
What's wrong with the forest?
The forest in the Feywild.
Nothing wrong. It's fine. I mean, it's probably touched by shadow felliness, but
like, I feel like what's wrong with the forest isn't a question you really need to ask.
Respect
Whoa.
the forest and you'll be fine, says
Yeah.
the ranger.
What's wrong with your forest? That's what I asked when I came.
Tree inhabits them.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
That's what's wrong with my forest.
Yeah, it's like, you would probably sort of know at this point, like, fog is also not just a Feywild thing, it's a the theory is the way that this is spread, and from the way that it's spread, is that it's almost like she is just, with the amount of power that that she has, her own lair has extended. So that's kind of the problem. I mean, you could go in, but there is a little bit more awareness if you go directly in. So
yeah, let's just take the rest of the Dragonstone right into her place of control.
Let's.
Or let's go along the beach.
Before we go, Rava's going to gather you all up, and for the next 6 hours, psychically link with everyone.
That's
nice.
smart.
Mm-hmm.
Elevator music starts playing in the psychic lake.
What is that? Why? Why is that?
It's my way of keeping people from reading my thoughts.
Ooh, Fleece will add little jingles to it, make it prettier.
I can't read your thoughts. It's telepathic communication. It's not mind reading.
I know. The music continues.
Well, fine then.
Yeah, let's do it. It's
this is
Friday.
Too.
Friday. Gotta get down with Friday.
Oh, it's Wednesday.
You know what? I'm gonna re-roll that. I want a better.
You're
saxophone.
gonna
Eighteen.
re-roll that? Alright, I will count that re-roll for you.
18 on the saxophone.
18 on the saxophone. Yeah, I mean, you've had lots of practice with your saxophone. You're having a good time. So you're playing your saxophone as you're going down the beach?
Yeah.
It's mental saxophone.
Oh, the mental saxophone. Okay.
Mental saxophone to combat the mental elevator music.
Cool. I mean, the thing is like most of the elevator music also has saxophone in it.
Yeah, it's just really complimenting it.
Yeah, it's really just as Careless Whispers plays. It's just it's just doing its thing. So, you guys continue down the beach. Go ahead. Okay.
I don't like the sound of that.
All right. I'm gonna frame this in an interesting way. Go ahead and
Now I'm really worried.
hold on a second. Let me just the money that you paid. I'm thinking of how I'm gonna word this.
I've already used.
Is it that bad?
Spell slots.
Oh,
no.
You did this, Chris.
You did do this. Okay. I need y'all to just. Okay. Go ahead and everyone make me. I have to look this up real quick. I know this spell, but I have to see.
The caption's just freaking out because you're like, okay.
Okay,
period. No. That was an okay. So lowercase.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to work this in a storytelling favor. Cool. I need everyone to make me dexterity saving throws.
Should we?
Bam. 10. Kill me now.
Do we get the +5 from Fleece?
Yes, absolutely.
What makes you think Fleece gives us a +5?
He's a paladin.
Yeah, +2.
+2.
Plus his charisma.
+1.
Is Fleece's charisma only 1?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he doesn't have a high charisma. Yeah.
Well,
he went for he went for a con build. It's smart considering he's a redemption paladin.
All the milk?
Yeah. All the milk. He's a satyr. He's not lactose intolerant. It's fine.
None of his abilities requires a high spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. What is the spell save DC? All right, cool. First one. Okay. Everybody but Rava.
Mm-mm. Before she says anything, do you want a nat 20 it?
No. Everyone but Rava vanishes. Straight up vanishes.
Where do we go?
It gets you. I'm using this as my advantage. as part of like, this was gonna happen anyway today, so, or maybe tomorrow, but we're just using this. Just Rava, all of your friends gone.
Just another brick in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Protagonist.
The
protagonist syndrome's acting up again. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Make it stop. Someone make it stop.
And in front of you appears a dog with a baggie.
Can I help you?
It with the baggie just kind of nudges your hand with its nose.
Rava will check the baggie.
There's a DNA kit in there. There is
Is there any kind of note?
It says, hair, spit, and blood, please.
I don't just give those things out.
Cool. I need you to make another save for me, please.
I would like to know why. She's trying to ask the dog why.
The dog doesn't speak. But you say that I'm not just going to give that out. And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, no, she fails.
She fails. You, all of a sudden, you feel behind you something, a palm, hit you in the middle of your back. Something has hit you. And you are stunned.
Just like...
You cannot move. You're incapacitated. And from behind you walks around. She isn't very tall. She's Japanese coded, wearing from head to toe like this black bodysuit with wispy black hair and these gradient eyes.
Is it full paralysis, or can Rava speak?
It's full paralysis. And she just sort of, and I'm gonna let you at one point remake the save if you would like, because it does supposed to go at the end of your turn when it's an initiative. She's going to just simply take the baggie, take some, like, scissors just appear in her hand, and she takes a lock of your hair, grabs you by the mouth, takes a swabs the inside of your mouth, sticks it in the baggie, and this is when I'll let you make that con save again.
I'm not 20ing it.
Cool, you fail.
And...
Cool, you fail. What is your constitution? Just to check.
It's just a 1.
Mm-hmm. A 21 does not make it. Mm-hmm. But because it is so close, I will let you speak. But you cannot move.
What? Words! Use words! Are
you
Todd's patron?
Talking... Yes. And she, like, holds out your hand and kind of, like, takes out a dagger and goes across your palm to get some blood to squeeze into the vial.
Not my palm, not my palm.
It's fine, as she then heals it immediately after she's done.
If I don't give things to random shadow dogs, if you were a little more specific, just ask. Just ask.
You were asked.
A dog asked.
You tend to talk a lot, and I was not giving you the option of a no. Just the illusion that you could say it.
The illusion of choice.
Would you tell me why?
Why your genetic material is needed.
Yes.
I was instructed to gather it.
By whom?
The mother and the father.
Who are they?
They are... She thinks for a moment. The highest before the tree.
Why would they need that?
So you don't die.
What?
The dog sort of goes away with it.
Why would you think that we were in danger of dying?
You're mortal. All mortals are in danger of dying.
Well, I walked into that one. Is other than the immediate threat of the Shadowfell leaking into the material realm, what else is there something else going on?
What is the term? And she does this and thinks for a second. In cahoots. No, that is not the term. That is not it. You are attempting to stop the dragon.
Yes.
You will most likely die.
Okay.
She motions to the baggie that the dog's holding. Contingency plan.
And if we do die?
Contingency plan.
What is the contingency plan? Is recreating us some?
Ah, I see you are not well versed in the arcane.
I shoot arrows.
I see. You're very good at it.
Rava looks like she wants to say something angry, but it's like thank you, I suppose.
You're welcome. And with that, everything kind of goes back to normal. As your friends reappear as if they were never gone. And the stun wears off of you.
My spine is in so much pain.
For the rest of you, no time has passed, and as far as you were concerned, you're not gone.
What'd you wake up wrong?
No, Ty's patron showed up. It's the dog, and then with the same.
Oh, did you see a dog? Yeah,
yes.
I saw that too. Oh, it was such a good dog.
Did it do the blood thing, or?
Yes. Spit, blood, hair.
Except I said no, and so Ty's patron hit me in the back and explained that I didn't really have a choice in the matter. So if you want to save yourself getting hit in the spine...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold up. That's no. Right. She did do it non-lethally, but there is still technically some HP that would be lost with that.
Oof.
Geez.
Yep. D12 plus 8.
Can I think of what, like, spell reagents one might need these kinds of requests for?
It is, she spoke of contingencies in case we died fighting Dree. Didn't quite specify exactly how that works.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
but
the most obvious version of that is the clone spell, though. That typically requires like a cubic inch of flesh.
Wait, so there could be one more of me?
No, it only happens after you die.
Oh, that sucks.
Lava holds up the rather large lock of hair that was chopped off, like the cut area.
I guess that could possibly.
Oh no, are you wilting?
I mean,
No.
depending on how you, I guess that could be a cubic inch of. Typically, it's flesh, not hair, but like most wizards will like cut a pinky off.
I also there was quite a bit of blood taken as well.
Yeah, no, the blood might work. Technically, blood is part of the flesh, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds like a clone spell. Could I make an Arcana roll to see if that is a clone spell?
Mm-hmm.
27.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's definitely for the clone spell. Yeah.
And it was the mother. It was the mother and father.
The mother and the father.
Apparently these two are just below the tree in the hierarchy. And they were the ones who requested it.
Cool.
So, Rava shrugs. She's got like a -1 to religion.
Yep. Yeah, if anyone wants to roll a decently high religion check on that, they can.
20.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, there are some inklings and old texts of deity, like the first deities that sort of parented all of them, like what provides the divine spark in people to become gods.
So once, let's see, how would I explain this to Rava? He says out loud, when two gods love each other very much, they bone and make other gods. That's who the mother and father are.
Same. Though with the 20 to are there any deific entities that were once mortal in this world? Or is it
you would know even that the Raven Queen was once mortal. That's
right. She would know that.
Like Loth was once just a drow at some point before she became a god. Like a lot of the Forgotten Realms deities, and in fact with the 20, John, if you remember correctly, the Raven Queen became a goddess when she killed Nerul.
So,
and that might ping something in your head, as there is someone here trying to become a god.
Yeah, no, so yeah, remember what I said earlier about how Tree wants to summon Tiamat and eat her and take her powers? That's exactly what she's trying to do.
Great.
Because if you like the Raven Queen, for instance, became a goddess by killing another god.
So if this mother and father figure is capable of doling out divinity, why not? Create something for the purposes of dealing with this.
I mean, do you have a kid every time you have a problem to solve?
Is that what happens when
I'm when two god partners get together.
Yeah, I tried to explain this as simply as I thought. I guess I need to explain it even simpler.
Oh my god, no! I get it. That's not what I meant. Oh.
Like, yeah, the answer to your question: do you have a kid every time you have a problem to solve? No. Why would you think they would?
You don't need to do. Oh my god, that's not. Never mind.
Use your words,
God.
Rava, as Ty speaks up. Like...
She just sighs deeply. Why
Largely, gods don't just snap their fingers to solve problems.
No, I meant why not give someone some power in order to actually fight back.
Again,
not necessarily.
They create gods in the way a mother and father would create gods. It's not about reaching down, touching somebody, and making them a god.
There's a process.
Yeah, there's a process that has to be gone
and
through.
Part
I think
of
I'd
that,
make a decent one.
Yeah, and part of that process is killing a god.
Like, this is a fixed system. It's not something that they just sort of manipulate the rules on the fly.
Well, I don't know these things.
Well, you should have studied more.
Okay, that feels unnecessarily rude.
I lived in a cabin in the middle of nowhere.
I lived in a lighthouse on an island.
I'm from the Feywild.
I lived in a pineapple under the sea.
I had exactly 3 books growing up.
That sounds like something to blame your dad. This is Ty. That was totally Ty. That is something he would have said. Like...
Were they good?
Actually, yes, they were.
Was it the pokey little puppy?
I feel like we're getting off track here.
They were storybooks about heroes of the past.
So the pokey little puppy.
I'm assuming this is Ty. Ruff is just going to give him the dirtiest look.
He has a shit-eating grin on his face. He doesn't give a shit. Like...
Sounds right.
Mm-hmm. Kyrie, turn him into a turtle, please.
No.
Let's continue on before we get eaten by something.
Yeah, let's go. Mm-hmm. We can walk and talk. Let's Sorkin this up.
Who?
I have to pee again. Like...
Sorkin my own dick.
Oh no.
I feel like that was. I mean, how would you ever leave the house?
I mean, yeah. So I could show off to hot babes.
I guess it is a talent.
Yeah.
But no, we did only own a very limited amount of educational material. If I wanted anything else, I would have to go to into town, and that was a 2-mile hike through the woods. And this was at a time when people were still not very comfortable around Drow. It wasn't as bad as it had been, but I couldn't exactly walk.
You lived in a forest?
Unless my dad was with me, I couldn't exactly walk up to the local bookshop or library and ask to read things. The most education I got was actually from my mother when she was teaching me Undercommon and about the Underdark in general.
Oh, man.
And that's not really useful, at least in most cases.
Right.
Yeah, I lived on an island. I lived in a lighthouse on an island, slowly watching the mainland be devoured by trees, so...
I was in the Feywild, things were great, and then I came over. Things continued to be decent.
I'm not going to talk about my backstory.
said lived experience. I guess lived experience is our backstory, in a sense. If you think about it in like a textual context.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, Kyrie. We'll handle all of your problems when we find that stupid little kobold.
Absolutely not. I don't want to handle any of my problems except for just killing that guy.
That's what I meant by handling. That is generally how I handle problems.
Right. Forgot it was you.
You all hear like an exasperated sigh come from Ty, who has been like walking ahead of y'all.
Would you like to talk about your backstory, Ty?
No. I don't have a backstory. I am a front story kind of man. And
Everyone has a backstory. If you say you don't, that just means you're hiding it. Which makes it more interesting.
I'm gonna let Nick reveal those things about his character. He kind of sighs and he's like, no, and he like turns and with his metal arm points to the beam of light that's coming off the beach. We have been walking for hours and it is not closer.
Okay.
Yeah, Feywild.
So it's not. Anybody got any new ideas?
Not really, no.
By the way, the owlbear raccoon is with y'all. He has been following you guys.
Oh, cool. Chubbles is his name. Or wait,
Yeah.
what is your name?
My name is Bandit.
Bandit. Oh, that's a wonderful name.
Thanks.
I mean, yeah, I've got an idea.
What's your idea? Let's hear it. Let's go.
Teleportation.
Oh, good, because your magic has worked really well so far.
Yeah. Maybe it'll fuck up in a way that fixes the issue.
Sure.
I was going to try Longstrider, but this seems much better.
I mean, I feel
Why
like...
don't we ask Bandit for our directions?
Bandit, do you know how to get to Emden?
It's not that you get to Emden. Emden gets to you.
Well, that was some next level shit, Bandit.
Emden's already kind of getting under my skin, so
How do we flag down Emden's attention so that Emden will come and pick us up?
Is it like hailing a cab? As I raise my hand in the air.
I
What's
like
a
how
cab?
I like how Google translated Emden to Eminem, like as the rapper.
Perfect.
I'm into it. Bandit.
Because
What
you
does
had one
Bandit
shot,
know?
one opportunity.
Mom's spaghetti.
No.
He net ones. Bandit kind of shrugs and is like, I don't know, I was just made today.
that makes more sense. That actually makes a lot of sense.
I still have some time before all of the knowledge of the Feywild comes into my brain. It was like, and he sort of like motions. It was like the magic conjured me and made me out of the forces here. And the forces have information, but I don't have all of the information that the forces have yet.
Nah, I feel like that's how I was made too. It was more like my mom and dad did it, and a lot of the forces, and there was forced, and it was a lot
It was forced?
No, like consensual.
No.
Consensual.
Kinetic
like,
force, I believe.
Yeah,
is the
kinetic force is what I mean. It was just
Okay.
like
So
our
just
house.
There was a
bridge of my
whole bunch
nose.
of physics happening all at
Yes.
once.
Physics occurred again and again, and we had to get a new house every time a child was born.
How many?
And I have 32 brothers and sisters, and it's amazing, and I miss them, and I hope to see them again. Some of them are not
Okay.
all satyrs.
So
My mom is
If we,
amazing.
how about we just rest here then for now?
and you know what I find incredibly restful? Is nobody talks about their parents fucking.
I mean, wasn't that the whole idea that you had in the Underdark?
Ooh, maybe I'll call my
Hey,
name out
that's-
again.
Baba just slowly turns to Mal and says, don't.
Kyrie just lies down. Kyrie-
Just don't.
Just in the sand. Like, I'm over this.
Time to nap. I'm done.
Like, Bandit comes and snuggles next to you. Like,
Hello, Bandit. Thank you.
thanks. Are you my mom?
Yes.
Wait, Bandit?
Kyrie is everyone's mom.
Cool.
Aw.
That makes it awkward.
So, you're my mom, and he points over to Malik, and you're my dad.
Yep.
And you're my strange uncle, as he points over to Fleece.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be your strange uncle. Sure.
Okay.
And that's
Just...
okay.
Yeah.
Baby talk.
And wait, who am I then?
The angry aunt.
The cranky old hag who lives next door.
Oh, no. That's Amelia. She lives, and he, like, points in a random direction. But it's okay. She's kind of far.
When we wake up, I have a spell I can cast to try and perhaps contact someone if we... Do we know anyone in... what was the city's name again?
Emden. Yeah.
Do we know anyone in Emden?
Nope.
Y'all can make some...
Or
Oh.
maybe.
There was... What you do know is that Emden is where the Eladrin are from. And you know that your half-brother, Rava, is half Eladrin.
Oh. Let's get some rest so I can swap these spells, and then let's see if I can make contact.
Cool.
Okay. As y'all are making camp and you're all sleeping, or going to sleep, who's doing watches?
I'll take the first watch.
You'll take the first watch? Okay.
All right. Rav will take the second watch.
Rava will take second.
I'll take third.
Third. Ty will be with Fleece, and Kyrie will do the last watch.
Yeah,
Alright.
sure.
Okay. So Malik, go ahead and roll me perception hearing, please.
I do this at the beginning of the watch because that way everyone's still fucked if I fail. 18.
18. You hear a dog in the distance.
Hi, dog. So it's really foggy. If you want to come ask me for blood and stool samples, you gotta come closer.
The dog just sort of comes out of literally, like, comes out of your shadow.
Cool. I take the bag. I read the note. I provide hair and spit.
You read the note, you open the bag, and you read the note, and there's no DNA test in here. For you. Yeah.
I can read the note.
There is a note, and it's like, do you want to see the tree?
Yes. Though I feel like if I said no, I would have to say yes anyways.
And sort of like before, around you, like what happened to Rava, everything sort of disappears and vanishes. And this woman, and she appears right in front of you. She doesn't sneak up on you like she did Rava. And I was basing Rava on your passive perception on whether or not you can, hear or see a shadow monk coming out of the fucking shadows. And she sort of comes out and she, like, looks at you, and I should share just a picture of what this girl looks like. Here she is. I'm gonna put it in chat right there. You can just click on it. If there's a link, I'll put it in Twitch chat actually. Yeah, there you go.
I like that picture. I'm stealing it.
It's pretty dope. Mm-hmm.
You like every picture and steal every picture.
Oh,
Literally, that is the response you have to literally every picture that Val shares.
Has great pictures she finds for these things.
Because I spent a lot of time on Pinterest, okay?
Exactly. Go to Pinterest. Start looking.
Start a Pinterest. Like,
but I'm lazy.
So it's literally the lowest effort thing that you can do. And she sort of like appears in front of you, and her head sort of tilts to the side in this very ethereal look on her face, but also the way she looks at you is very, very, very doe-eyed, and there's an air of innocence within her expression. Almost, I'm gonna throw it out there. She has a very sexy Born Yesterday look. Like, this trope. Like,
yeah. Mm-hmm. As opposed to the very intensely inquisitive look on Malik's face.
Mm-hmm.
So, angel or god?
The angels are gods.
I mean, typically classified in lore as servants to, but
here in Yggdrasil, they are the gods. When Ragnarok lands, they are the gods until the realm is handed over to whichever system wants it next.
Gotcha. Stands up from where we're sitting down. Cool, well, lead the way.
You will be gone a while.
But so is Thora. Thora is also doing things.
Thora is awakening the waystone of her ancestor as we speak. She's actually waiting.
Yeah.
This is also an opportunity for you, out of characterly, if you want any exposition before she brings you to another realm away from your friends. If you want any information for audience purposes or questions to be answered, this is your in-character opportunity for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No. I figure I could probably find some alternative paths if I go with you.
Yes. After all, I have the address to the tree. And she just says it so matter-of-factly, like it's so weird to say that she has an address.
That's absolutely not what I was talking about, but you can take it that way. Let's go.
Yeah. And to answer your other question, she says, not an angel, not a god, yet.
So you're next in line to kill a god. Cool.
Dree turning into a god would be in my favor, but I'm not one to meddle in such a way. Killing a new god seems like it's cheating.
I mean, rules are made to be used.
And bent. And broken. And reshaped. And she'll hold out your hand.
That's just making other rules. I'll take your hand.
Let me show you how you can all reshape the rules. And Malik is gone. And you are brought to... You feel the warmth of the sun on your face, Malik. As you are brought to a very seemingly normal-looking place. There's grass, fields. Behind you, you can see what looks like to be sort of like a outpost of some sort. But as you sort of look into the distance, you see a cliff edge that you can go to. If you go to this cliff edge and you look below, you see what looks like to be a snail, the size, like the largest snail you have ever seen, with its tendrils, as it is reshaping the very earth that it stands upon, as it's creating new mountains, very reminiscent of how you saw the Ragnarok mural that was in the thing. And you are there and you feel a small pat on your shoulder. And she points to the finger, and far, far into the distance you see in the sky this small light within the silhouette of the world tree. And she points and she goes, "Good luck." And she leaves.
Cool. Twitch door.
Oh. But not before she gets hair and stool samples. So,
Yeah.
Right. As we cut back to the rest of the group, who was getting second watch again?
It was Rava.
Yeah, Rava, you fucking wake up. Malik is gone. Like, in fact, you wake up late. Because no one was there to wake you up.
Is Malik's, pack still there?
None of his stuff is there. None of his stuff is there. Everything that belonged to Malik is gone.
Rava's gonna check for, tracks and stuff.
You see where he stood and a second pair of tracks standing in front of him.
Any dog tracks?
No. The shadow dog does not leave tracks.
And no tracks walking away, no drag marks, so... Rava's going to nudge the rest of the party awake.
What? Is it my shift already?
No, Malik just evaporated? Teleported away. Malik is not here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Bye. Gary goes back to sleep.
Rava's
What?
He's gone! She's gonna grab her and just shake her. Look!
Oh, okay. So he's gone.
He's gone. He's gone.
Did he go somewhere? Did he have to pee or something?
I have no idea. He wasn't here to wake us up.
Okay. Malik, can you do the CSI crime thing, the magic thing, to see if there was any magic here?
Malik is the one that vanished.
Oh, right. Okay. Shit.
Can you detect magic?
No, I don't have. I'm bad at wizard stuff.
Okay, Ty sits up. Because he can't fucking sleep anyway. Because y'all are so loud. And casts a
Ty, Malik's gone.
And he's like, what? And he's like, Fleece! And he slaps Fleece on the chest to wake him up.
Yeah, Fleece pops up and pulls his hair out of his ears. Huh?
Malik's gone.
And he'll look around to the place where his sleeping bag was and crawl over there and start touching things. Maybe he's invisible. Touch everywhere.
Is this the same thing that maybe happened to Tora?
Thora? Yeah, it's definitely the same thing that happened to Thora.
Oh no.
If he was invisible, I'd be able to... Yeah, he's not invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's in his mansion. Look around for
No, he couldn't do the mansion. Remember, that's why the raccoon bear showed up. Is the raccoon bear still here?
Yeah, the raccoon, the owl coon is still there.
Owl coon, that's the one. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, the owl raccoon has seemed to have lumbered off. You do see his tracks kind of lumbering off, kind of towards the direction of the light. Mm-hmm.
What are we gonna do? We can't move forward without Malik.
If it's if it's the same thing that happened to Thora, then it'll be fine. Go back to
People
sleep.
just get stolen from this group every now and then. Why is everyone so chill? I'm freaking out.
This is like the third time it's happened to me, okay?
I can't handle friendships just disappearing without a goodbye.
This is the fourth time.
That's horrible. We should fix this.
Yeah, we should. I think kind of on a meta level, we're working on fixing it. So, like...
What do we do?
Go back to sleep.
Will he be back? What do we...
Let's just go back to sleep.
Right? How can we go to sleep? Our best friend is gone. Is there any clothes left by him? Oh my god. He'll take out the little like sheet of paper that Malik gave him and like sniffs it. It smells like him.
Here's a question, Malik. Did you take the Rubik's Cube with you, or did you consciously leave it behind?
Oh, I didn't even think about it. It's still there.
The Rubik's Cube is the only thing left behind.
Robin will take it before Fleece grabs it.
Oh no. What does it do? Does it smell?
Gate to hell.
Does it smell like him?
With this.
Ty's like, what? A gate to hell.
Touching this. I am going to keep this away from everyone.
Does it smell like something? Does it smell like him?
Like, this is the fourth time Fleece has asked. Robin's just gonna, and she's gonna like smell it and be like, it smells like fire and brimstone.
That's kind of how he smells like.
No, it's not.
That is definitely the cologne that.
Fire and brimstone, straight from hell.
Yeah.
That's a brand. That's not.
Guess I'll just sit here. Maybe he'll come back tonight.
Please just go back to sleep. I will.
How can I go to sleep? One of my friends just vanished. I can't go to sleep now.
Please do the meditation that Andy taught us.
Yes.
I do meditations every day. This is not a meditation thing. This is anxiety up the wazoo. I'm staying up.
Okay. If you're staying up, then I'm going back to sleep.
Okay.
As this all sort of happens, I was looking at your passive perceptions. So, like, Rava, like, Ty kind of nudges you. And it's like, I don't think we're going back to sleep.
Oh, no. What now?
And as you sort of, like, look around, kind of peering from the fog, you first see the arrow tips pointed, and as you were all surrounded by a legion of elves.
Hey guys, it's me. I'm Fleece. I'm back.
And
Jesus, Fleece, I'm trying to. Oh, jeez. Okay.
And the owl raccoon appears, and he's like, "See, guys, like I said, Imden finds you."
Woo!
Well.
Hey guys.
What's the big brother's name again?
And this is where we're going to end it.
We'll get, right before the group hug? How could you?
We'll get Kyrie's genetic material next time.
Yeah,
I feel like there are several places you could have already gotten Kyrie's.
That's also what I'm also thinking.
Also, Fleece didn't know they wanted a stool sample.
It's not.
Nope.
There was not asking for a stool sample. Like
that's not happening on stream.
uh, well, thank you everyone for coming and showing up. There is, as far as the rest of the week goes, we have a full week today. You should catch us tonight for more 5e goodness with Revenge of the Gith. We have a returning guest cast member. You might know her as Adelaide Garner. Will be returning for us today, playing Bliss after almost a year of being off the stream. So please tune into that around 6 p.m. Pacific daytime. For Thursday, we have Churn and Burn tomorrow with my husband GMing that. It is the Expanse TTRPG. On Friday, we will return with Lancer, GM'd by my friend Obadiah or Jasadian on Twitch. Which is just, the most anime that you could probably get on this channel, despite the Ikasai stuff. And on Saturday, you can catch us again with In Darkness Unbroken, our Dragon Age game that my good friend Humalu GMs. Other than that, you can see my face Mondays over on Weave the Tale for the Great American Witch. You can join my Discord to follow me on Twitter. I should be putting out some casting calls within the next couple of weeks for some of the summer stuff that's coming. So look, I think like the first summer show is being planned right now, so the casting call should be coming for that pretty soon. So if you are interested, I always cast from my Discord first. So be sure to do that. I'll put the link up. And everyone else, for the last time, at least today, for the last time, John, for the time being, because you never know, an evening show might pop up for you. Where can we find you on the internet?
John, you can find me at John A. Bates on Twitter, as well as at Final Show Films on Twitter, and youtube.com/Final Show Films and twitch.tv/Final Show Films. Later tonight on Final Show Films, we have our World of Darkness Wednesday. We're going back in the Hunt of the Vigil. We just dropped a rain into a volcano in Hawaii, and we're coming back to Atlanta. If you want to know what that means, go watch Hunt of the Vigil. And tomorrow night we've got more Grand Terror Shadowfront. This is our Friday that we have Lancer. Next Saturday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, we have a brand new show starting. I am running a Final Fantasy XIV D&D game called Dalmascian Braves. That's going to be at 9 p.m. to midnight on Saturdays. There are spots open, Val, if you want to join in on that.
Oh my god, I might.
Saturday nights, it's gonna be every other Saturday night at 9 p.m. to midnight on our YouTube channel. We're going to be streaming directly to YouTube, youtube.com/Final Show Films. I am taking a group of the Warriors of Light through an alternative take on the Final Fantasy XIV storyline, where they wake up in a different location after the Garlean Empire has already taken over everything. It's going to be weird. It's going to be fun. They're going to be spending a lot of time in Rabanastre, and that's it for me.
Lilith.
Yes. Hi, I'm Lilith. I had a whole lot of fun today. You can just ghostpuncher.net, go find my podcast, Ghost Puncher Core. It is, as I like to call it, the best damn role-playing podcast in the world. So, yeah. Anyway, do that.
Cool. It's Mitch.
Okay, sorry. Hi, I am Mitchell. You can find me on all the socials at Penny for a Tale. My most important thing is I have a TTRPG coming out May 12th on Kickstarter. It is called Necropunk, and it is a post-apocalyptic game set in Florence, Italy, where humanity's birth rates and just death has gotten to a point where humanity can't go on, and thus they must animate corpses to act as a labor force. So a very mysterious new world. You can check out this tweet that I'm putting right there on the chat to check out a really cool animation as well as the cover for the book. So yeah, definitely check it out. Would love to have more people share and back. So yeah.
last but not least.
Oh, I am exhausted. I apologize.
It's okay. You're good.
Hi, I'm Blackberry. I am on Twitch. I stream things. Usually roguelites or roguelikes and hard tactical games and things that generally require a lot of thinking or a lot of twitchy reflexes. And yeah, that's what I do, and that's where you can find me on the internet. And when the Emberwind game starts up again, is it going to be on Saturdays again?
Yeah, it'll be Saturday mornings.
When the Saturday morning Emberwind game starts up, you can find me there. I play Sorcha Keegan, who is the polar opposite of Raba and is pleasant and happy and also terrifying. So, do you want to see more of me? Look forward to that.
Fair. And with that, we're going to go ahead and say hello to our friend, my friend, who I got to GM for a couple weeks ago in Colin's channel with a Fistful of Darkness, Jamaica Squeeze, who is playing some Piku Niku. So, everyone, wave bye. We'll see you later. It's good. Raid.